Now, why else would you use this? So you've seen that this design set has taken quarter circles and assembled them into segments of line. And with this, you can either use a segment of line as a standalone design, or you can use multiple segments of line and make a continuous line. I've shown you a couple of different um, options for that, and they come out pretty nice. I have included in the set a variety of these segments of line using, I have just chosen different quarter circles and put them together. But what if you have looked at the quarter circles and said, I would like a segment of line that has only stars in it, or a segment of line that has only flowers in it? And I looked through the ones that came with the set, and none of those come set up like that. So another thing that's fun with this set is that it includes a template, and I'm pulling it up. I'm in an editing software, and it includes a template that is put together as a segment of line. Okay. All right. I've opened the template in my editing software. And no matter, even if you don't use the particular editing software that I use, you can do this same thing. So this is the template for one of the lines. All right. Now that I have the template, I can go in and choose which quarter circles I want to put together to make my own segment of line. And all I have to do is place them within this template. I'm going to do what's called merge files. And in your software, it might be called something else, but it probably is just called merge files. And what it allows me to do is add other embroidery files to this one. And I'm going to put together a segment of line that is all flowers. I pulled up the quarter circle that has fill stitch with open flowers in it. And I can put it anywhere. I could go ahead and put it on top of that area, but I want to put it in the top right, and it's facing the wrong way. All embroidery software, and you can even do this on your machine, but all embroidery software or your machine allows you to flip your designs. You can flip them horizontally, which is what I need to do in this case, or you can flip them vertically. Most of the software uses this symbol. I don't know if you can see my pointer, follow it. That is the mirror horizontally symbol that most sewing machines use and most software uses. If it doesn't, if you don't have that symbol anywhere, go into your edit and find the mirror, or sometimes it's called flip, and you can flip horizontally or vertically. All right, so I have my first design. I want to use this exact same design in the space right under it. So I need to copy that design and paste it, just like you do in any software. You can go edit. In this software, you have to go clipboard copy. In some software, you just have to go edit copy. And then you have to paste it, edit clipboard paste. If you can see it, you see that instead of going the into the menus, I could have just gone Control C for copy and all Control V for paste. Those are universal. That is not dependent on your software. Any software on a PC uses Control C for copy and Control V for paste. All right, so now I have two copies of this one, and I want to put this here, and you see, again, that is not facing the correct way. So I am going to mirror it vertically. watch my cursor. That's the mirror vertically symbol, or I can go into edit and go either mirror or flip. In this one, it's called mirror and mirrored on the vertical axis. And now I'm going to just not paste it, I'm going to move it to the correct space on top of the template. I want a different design over in the left half circles, the 2 quarter circles. So I'm going to go into merge designs. And you can, again, on my software, there's a little icon that has a folder with a plus in it that says merge, or you can go into file, merge. It might be called add, but most of them actually use the word merge. And that will open your designs again, and you can look through and see which ones you want to merge. I happen to know that the one I want to merge begins with the letter Q, so I'm going to go down to the Q designs, and right there is the one that has the flowers, and I want the flowers. This one is different than the one I've already opened in that the background is empty and the flowers are embroidered, which is the exact opposite of the first ones where the background was embroidered and the flowers were empty. I have to go through the same thing. I have to, once this thing is clicked on, I have to copy and paste it. Do you remember that I said Control C? I'm going to click Control C, copies, and Control V, paste it. And I now have 2 copies of this. And I'm going to flip it vertically. And then I'm going to rearrange it on top of my template. All right, so now 2/3 of my line is full. I think it would look nice to have these filled designs on the bottom. So I am going to copy both the top and the bottom of the filled designs. I'm going to highlight them both at once. And I can do that by holding the shift key, clicking on one and then clicking on the other, highlighting them both at once, going Control C for copy, or I could have gone edit copy or edit clipboard copy. And then I can paste it also from either my menu or Control V, and then I have a whole nother set. Another thing that almost all your software that I've ever seen has is along the right side is a list of all the segments that are going to stitch out. The way we have it set up, the first segment that would stitch out was that background template. Well, shoot, I don't want the template to stitch out. I don't even want the template there. So I'm going to delete the template. I'm just going to hit my delete key while the template is highlighted and watch my cursor. I'm going over to the right. There, the template is highlighted and I'm going to delete it. And it shows that the blue top one is going to stitch first. The second blue one is going to stitch next. And then it's going to go down to the red ones. Well, I would like to not change my threads as much, and I'm going to take the bottom blue one, see my cursor, I'm going over here, and I'm just going to move it above the top red one. And I'm going to do the same thing with the very bottom blue one. And now when I look at my sequence of stitching, it's going to be first the top one, the second blue one, the third blue one, the bottom blue one, and then it's going to go do the red ones. I'm probably going to do this all in one color. And now I have the whole thing ready to stitch out, and it's all flowers. And even though the design set didn't come with a line with all flowers, I can set up an align with all flowers. I need to save this, and I want to save it as a new name. If you just go save, it's going to write over the one that we opened first, which is the template. I don't want to write over the template. I want this one to be its own name. So I'm just going to call it, and I'm just going to call it flowers. Flower line. And it's telling me it's kind of big for my hoop, but actually it doesn't know. I happen to have a very big hoop and it works fine. And this is how I have chosen what designs to put together to make my line. All right, that's how you make a line. Now, why else would you?